and it's coming back and around again. Did you feel it up, and did you feel it in your head? Did you feel it at all times, or just misled? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me sleep? Can you hear me breathe? Can you hear me weep? I need to figure it out right now. Need to figure it out right now. Just let me go. Just let me stay. Just let me know. Just show your way out to your heart. Did you know that does your heart follow what your heart desires and fortune? Okay. All right. So what's up, Gemini? Let's get into your general reading. I almost did that whole song there. Just laugh. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for all the comments and the likes and the subscribes. The support is really dear to me. Thank you so much. You know, I'm loving this. I'm loving this career. I'm loving this profession. I'm loving you guys and you gals that, you know, confide in me and that we can talk. Okay, guys, I'm open 24/7 and I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so well, my clients would probably say not necessarily 24/7. I also work on a farm. I work with horses. So I'm a groom. But most likely I'm always on call. All right, I'm on call quite often. But so let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. If you want to book a personal reading, please email me at the description below. I respond pretty quickly. All right, and let's get right into it. So we're doing Gemini's general reading. Cards are pre-shuffled. Are we ready to go? The King of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Chariot, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so and at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Interesting. Oh, my battery. Okay, let's get this going. Trickery. Trickery, denial, but facing the truth, working, keeping a steady and focused mind on all that you are and doing, say, do, work on. It's like it's a battle between good and bad here. And you're finding trying to find some sort of common ground. It's not really working. The King of Wands is, first of all, you may be in a relationship. This Gemini may be in a relationship with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as the King of Wands has that direct counterpart. But this is someone, you know, you're orchestrating something that, you know, you're in charge somewhere. So congratulations, Gemini. Of an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a group of people, or of everything that you're doing right now. But the fact, what I'm going to say is congratulations, but it's not something that's moving towards the future. It's something in the past. So congratulations on being the orchestrator of something that's not going to grow and prosper. And I really want to think that that's a relationship or something that you already know serves you no good, that you do feel that you're better than. That's why I feel like okay to say that. And I think you know that. And I think this is the battle between good and bad here. And we start off with some good and some clarity that, you know, that's not getting you anywhere. And you kind of, I wanted, for some reason, Romeo and Juliet just popped up in my head. So if someone relates with that for some reason, okay, good. But you're feeling like you have some other destiny. So you're like torn between two lives and something that's in the past that you're trying to keep in your present, but it's not going to happen for the future. I mean, it probably said that a few months ago and this is now the future, but it's something, that no matter what, you're going to have to keep pushing forward. So it's like dead weight. So here with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that you're going to have to keep moving forward with, okay? If it's to choose between an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your best bet is the Capricorn, the earth sign, okay? Your best bet is your money, your own finances. Your best bet is your own financial stability, okay? Even if you're starting off small, it's something nonetheless. Because whatever was major that you feel like you're still holding on to is like, it's not that it's not going anywhere, because again, you know, the future back then is the present today, if that makes sense to you. But what I'm saying is like, you're preaching to a choir that ain't, it's like you're practicing your sermon in front of an empty church. So you have all the memories there in the church or something. I mean, it's like you're ruling something that everyone's just letting you rule just to make you feel like you're something, but everyone knows that there's nothing there. Like, it's just for you to feel something, for you to feel like you're on top of the world, like you're king of the wands, king of stability. And we know that you don't have your own right now because you're trying to stay in that past energy. But you're very aware that the future, the present, has nothing to do with that, what once was. You can't let go of that legacy. I think you were really into the riches, and you were really in a mature spot for your age. Okay, you were blessed with something that was like more money, more power, with which comes problems. Okay, so after the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords. So here's your energy, and it's like, again, the battle between good and bad. And here is anyone who's in the future or in the present trying to move forward. They're constantly, trying to remind you of what's important, and that, it's like there's people in your life who are trying to bring you up from the water, like a baptism. They want you to be revived and rejuvenated, but you're like, nah, dude, like, I want to stay here. Like, it's not cool though, in a way, Gemini, because sometimes we burn our bridges, and this is us burning our bridges. But I still want to say that these people still love us and still want to care for us, but they're at their wits' end. With the Chariot, okay, the Cancer energy here, it's like the balance between good and evil here is what I want to say. But though you're focused on something, you do want to get out of this turmoil. You do want to kind of go out and get your groceries and just focus on that and not focus on what other people have to say. But you are definitely focused on your legacy. You definitely want to keep that in mind, that you are this king. So it's a little naive, it's a little childish, okay? But you're definitely headstrong, and no one's going to tell you anything other. You see those two castles back there? It's like you stop to take a picture. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I am, and you're proud of where you are right now, because really I think you're just kind of going off of the memory of what you had. And then with the Six of Swords here, your energy, again, it's like you know better, and you know that there's a lot of turmoil there in that relationship or the roles could be switched. Someone is acting like this towards you, and you're trying to wake somebody up, and there's a wake-up call that you are trying to give to someone else, or this is your wake-up call. But you're like really torn between what to do. You don't know who to be, the white or the black sphinx. You don't know. And though this isn't just telling you to leave, you do leave, and then you come back. You leave and you come back, you leave and you come back. But it's like this is saying that you just need to leave because of the obvious, the turmoil, the problems. There may be kids involved, and it's not healthy for them. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, okay, and the Three of Wands. And like everybody else is getting this Eight of Cups here. And then we have your energy, the Page of Swords. I mean, it just goes on and on. The Eight of Wands. And what I'm saying here is like you're needing to, it's like the reason why everybody's being called to go to this Cups energy is because we're all so bitter and hurt right now. I don't want to say bitter, nor do I want to say miserable, but we've all been through something. It's almost the middle of the year. A lot has happened. We're still feeling what happened last year or whatever, and through this year. And there's a lot going on in our lives, okay? It's a lot. It's a lump sum of things. And it's like we're needing to still remember that there's another element, and it's called Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we just can't use it just to be able to think and know where we're going. Look, okay, we're cussing people out. There's water there. We know that it was wrong. We want to go get our groceries. We're stopping to take a picture. We think we're still high and mighty. There's a lake back there. We hear that that's wrong. We're leaving. We know it's best for us. We're on our intuition. We know. Blue skies, intuition. We're wearing blue, intuition. With our money here, it's like there's blue, but there's no water. Let's think what we could say for that. So you know, shoot, I mean, like, this is good enough. This is our stability. This is our finances. We don't need, I mean, we know we had enough. We had enough knowing, and we're actually getting up and getting on our butts because we listened to our intuition, okay? Period. All right, and we're looking for our finance. Sure, we're a little stubborn then. We're a little stubborn about the fact that we have to do certain things, but we're doing it nonetheless. That tells me that you could have come in with some more money to be able to get to your stability, but you didn't. All right, you're looking at that and you're joking at that because you're like, I don't have to offer money there. I've got so much money. And it just looks like a big contradiction for your own self. At the bottom of the deck, again, the Hierophant. And it's saying that you have like you have a big lesson here to learn. Your karma is deep, dude. And you may have Taurus in your chart for sure. You definitely do. Maybe in a little bit of Aquarius, for sure. And maybe a little water, maybe like a Scorpio. So, you know, you're definitely fixed here, and it's telling you that you have this destiny, that you have this journey, this path that is, excuse me, that is really going to lead you to some ultimate bliss, and you don't want it. It seems like you don't want it, dude. You want to be able to just sit in your riches, and some of us do want it. We want to find our fourth wand. We want to have that joy and celebration and be proud of ourselves, but there's a huge block. Let's just clarify here this excuse me, this Five of Swords for Gemini. What's up with this Five of Swords? Who are these three people? What is going on here? Tell me about this Five of Swords for Gemini. Let's get it. We got the Queen of Cups and the Strength card. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Leo that you could be torn between. That these are two women or two men that love you. At the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. Two women or men or people that love you. Relationships, third party situation. Take it how it applies. You are choosing a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over this Leo or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because of the legacy that you've built. Okay, so fire versus water versus air, regardless, you move the fire, you move the air, and you push them away from you because you want to be with maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Different from this person. There's a three-party. This is a Leo, this is an Aries, Leo, Sag. So it could be two Leos, whatever. Take it, you know, how it applies. But you're looking at staying in that energy without moving on to these people. Also, if it's not a third party, you know, this could be you turning away the love that you're supposed to harbor and the strength in yourself, the confidence in yourself, the passion, the patience within yourself. That's what you're turning away ultimately by wanting to stop and take a picture because it'll last longer. You know what I mean? And that's not good because you're not elevating. You have the Hierophant to come about. You know, if you're a woman, you're going to find your Hierophant, but you have to do this. If you're, you know, take it how it applies, okay? You could be in your masculine energy and so forth. So that's what's going on with that. Let's clarify this Six of Swords for Gemini. Woo! So we got the Two of Wands here and over here. Star card and the Nine of Wands. So more Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, some water, you know, cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But let's go ahead and say this. As you're leaving, when you do, you're supposed to be planning to what you're going to do. So when you left, you were supposed to plan where you were to be able to know what to do next. You've been the King of Wands before, so this should be nothing for you to be able to plan your stability next. You'll have a wish fulfillment, but it seems that either you're going to feel, you know, discouraged by that because it seems that now you're going to have to work for yourself on your own and not be codependent on someone else. So let's get an advice card. Let me just open the deck. An advice card for Gemini. The Ten of Swords. I hate, and then the High Priestess in the back. So again, so an Eight of Swords, a Nine of Swords, a Ten of Swords. So you're mourn, dude. Heal. Because the more stubborn you are, the more you're not trying to see the person that you need to be in order to be able to get to the, the gates of heaven, the rainbow, the other side. You need to heal. Okay, Gemini, that's what I've got for you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.